Hello students, in my previous video I discussed about the average velocity. Now here we will compare about the difference between speed and velocity just with the help of one example. Question is given already in NCRT book. Joseph jogs from one end A to the other end B of a straight 300-meter road in 2 minutes 50 seconds and then turns around and jogs 100 meter back to point C in another 1 minute. What are Joseph's average speed and average velocity in jogging from A to B and from A to C? Let us see with the help of this uh, line. This point indicates A and this one is indicates B. Its distance is 300 meter. So when Joseph jogs from A to B, he travels 300 meter, then turns around from B to C, which is 100 meter. So in case A, distance traveled from A to B is equals to 300 meter. Okay, then time taken during this A to B is 2 minute 50 second. This is equals to 170 second. Therefore, average speed from A to B is equals to total distance traveled by total time taken. This is 300 meter by 170 second. By calculation, it comes 1.76 meter per second. Now, for the same case, we have to calculate the average velocity. So, just you see displacement from A to B is equal to AB. This is the minimum separation. This is 300 meter and time taken is equals to 170 second. Therefore, average velocity is equal to displacement AB by time taken. This is equal to again 300 meter by 170 second. This gives 1.76 meter per second. So just you see that in this case, as the motion is in straight line, so its average velocity is equal to the average speed, right? Average velocity is equal to average speed. Now for part B, distance traveled A to B and then B to C, that is AC, is equal to AB plus BC. This is 300 meter plus 100 meter equal to 400 meter. Time taken from A to C is equal to 2 minute 50 second first, then 1 minute. This is total 230 second. Now average speed from A to C is equals to total distance traveled by total time taken. This is 400 meter by 230 second. And after calculation it is 1.74 meter per second. Now for the same case we have to calculate the velocity. So displacement from A to C, that is equal to AC. Here displacement is the minimum separation. So this will be equal to AB minus BC. Therefore, this is equals to 300 meter minus 100 meter equal to 200 meter. Now time taken is equals to 230 second. Therefore, average velocity is equals to net displacement AC by total time taken. This is 200 meter by 230 second, which comes here 0.87 meter per second. So dear students, just you see that here the average velocity is different to that of this average speed. Okay, next is distinguish, so that we can compare here the speed and velocity by some specific point, that is speed. What is speed? First is the definition. The distance traveled by an object per unit time is called its speed. Here the rate of the change of position of the body is called its velocity. Second point is, it is a scalar quantity, that is it has only magnitude, but velocity is a vector quantity, that is it has magnitude as well as direction both. Next is, the speed of a body is either positive or zero. If the body is in motion, then its speed is positive, but if the body is not in motion, then its speed is zero, but it can never be negative. In case of velocity, it may be positive, negative, or zero. It may be positive, negative, or zero. On a straight path, speed and velocity have the same magnitude, that is, their measurement is equal. Other than a straight line path, the speed and velocity are not same. Okay. Next, students, our topic is the acceleration. If the velocity of the body changes, then what do we say about the motion of the body? If the speed or velocity of the body changes, then there is another term that is called acceleration. How can we define? The rate of the change of the velocity is called acceleration. Rate means the time rate of the change of the velocity is called acceleration. It is expressed by letter A. Acceleration is equals to change in velocity by time interval, and change in velocity means final velocity minus initial velocity by time interval. Therefore, we get here A is equals to V minus U by T. Now, the SI unit of the velocity is meter per second square, as the change in velocity is measured in meter per second and time is in second. So, here the unit becomes meter per second square. The acceleration is taken to be positive if it is in the direction of velocity. In this case, if the velocity is taken in the acceleration is taken in the direction of the velocity, then it is positive. But if the acceleration is taken opposite to the direction of velocity, then it will be negative. Okay. Now, if what will be the acceleration if the velocity of the body decreases? If the velocity of the body decreases, then naturally the final value will be less than the initial value, and therefore this term will be this value will be negative, and hence acceleration will be negative. So when the speed or velocity of the body decreases, then its acceleration is negative, and the negative acceleration is known as retardation or deceleration. Okay, negative acceleration is known as retardation or deceleration. Now, types of velocity. We can classify the velocity into two type. We can classify the acceleration into uniform acceleration and non-uniform acceleration. So what is uniform acceleration? If an object travels in a straight line and velocity increases or decreases by equal amount in equal interval of time, then its acceleration is known as the uniform acceleration. Once again, if a body moves in a straight line and its velocity either increases or decreases by equal amount in equal interval time, then its acceleration is known as uniform acceleration. And if the change in velocity is unequal for equal interval of time, then its acceleration is called non-uniform acceleration. Okay, just we take here an example to calculate the acceleration of the body, and you will do the practice for next question. A bus decreases its speed from 90 km per hour to 54 km per hour. In 5 seconds, find the acceleration. Find its acceleration. So initial speed is 90 km per hour. Final speed or velocity is 54 km per hour. And time taken is 5 seconds. Dear students, here the velocity or speed is given in kilometer per hour. It is not in the standard unit. So first of all, before you going to calculate the acceleration, first you change this velocity in SI unit or standard unit. So this will be 90 into 1000 by 60 into 60. As it is R, so R is changed into second. This will give us 90 into 5 by 18. So this is equals to 25 meter per second. Now final velocity 54 kilometer per hour. It will be changed as 54 into 5 by 18, so it gives us 15 meter per second. Now acceleration A is equals to V minus U by T. This value is 15 minus 25 by 5. It is equals to minus 10 by 5. So this gives us the value minus 2 meter per second square. Here there is negative sign. This shows that the body is retarding, means velocity is decreasing. So here, in case of when the speed or velocity decreases, then there is retardation. Okay, thank you students.